Welcome to our new episode on Major Talks, where truth meets reality. Today, we have our noble guest, Barrister Kemanjong. We are going to be taking you guys on one of the societal ills on drugs, gangs, and peer pressure. How to say no and lead positively. Good evening, Mr. Kemanjong. How are you doing? All right, so I have some questions. It really came to my notice that a lot of youth nowadays are really passing through a lot, really, and for me as a youth too, I really and embrace this particular ill like drugs, peer pressure, and gangs exactly. So please, I have some few questions that I would like to ask you. The first question goes thus. Can you explain to us and to the individuals that are watching us right now that the legal consequences of getting involved in drugs, gangs, activities, or related criminal acts in Cameroon?
Thank you so much for the question. So once more, as you already alluded to, Melvin, people advocate of the Cameroon Bar Association. In response to the first question, what you must understand is that drugs, gang-related activities is a highly regulated sector. When talking of drugs, we must look at the provisions of law number 97/019, 7th of August 1997. This particular law governs narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances. In fact, I cannot quote all of them. The law is really long. What you must understand is that if anyone is into drugs, it carries attendant consequences. If you look at Section 91, Section 92, Section 93, Section 94 of this particular law, it lays down certain offenses for all of those who are involved in drugs. Section 91 of this particular law talks of those who are into the production, transformation, cultivation, or preparation of drugs. This particular offense carries an imprisonment term of from 10 years and up to 25 years imprisonment.
Wow.
If you look at Section 92, it talks of those who are into importation and exportation of drugs,
Okay.
high-risk drugs for that particular matter. And this same offense carries an imprisonment term of from 10 years and up to 25 years.
Okay.
Equally, if you look at the provisions of Section 93, it talks of the fact that those who facilitate the usage of drugs by maybe providing their premises. For maybe there are people who rent houses and then they use it for another purpose.
Exactly.
Like where they use it to compile drugs, they make hard drugs for redistribution.
Yeah.
They are equally punished. Carries an imprisonment term of from 5 and up to 10 years. And those who provide personal drugs for personal use, make false prescription, you may be a doctor, and someone who is a drug addict comes to you and you make a false prescription. That is, you are facilitating the usage of drugs.
Okay.
It equally carries an imprisonment term of from 2 and up to 10 years. It equally goes further to even talk of those who put drugs into food and beverages.
Yeah.
They can be punished under this particular section. So for drugs, it is highly regulated by the aforecited law, that is law number 97/019 of the 7th of August 1997 on narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances. So coming now to the issue of gang activities. What you have to know is the fact that if you are into gang activities in Cameroon, is highly regulated by provisions of the penal code. And we all know some of the very, very popular offenses that if you are into gang, they commit. You understand?
That's right.
For example, theft. We have rape.
Yeah.
These are things that are very common with gang members.
Okay.
And if gang members are found wanting or commit any of these particular offenses, they will be punished according to the provisions of penal code. For example, rape, as defined and punished pursuant to section 296 of the Cameroonian penal code, carries an equivalent term of 5, not 10 years. And then if you look at theft, aggravated theft, 320, stealing, we have theft in visitors That is under section 384(1)(a), and we have aggravated theft.
Theft, okay.
320.
Okay.
Are all offenses that are not uncommon
Okay.
with gang activities, and if they commit it, they can be prosecuted.
All right.
Section.
Thank you very much, Barrister, for that great insight.